Hello, everybody. Happy spring. It is spring, right? I'm not crazy. It is spring, or is spring not officially until April? And if that were the case, then that would technically make this video a winter update, not a spring update. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's close enough to spring for this to be spring. I got allergies, so it's spring. I mean, people celebrate Christmas in November, for Christ's sake. See what I did there? Christmas, Christ's sake, Christ mass, Christ sake? I don't know. Anyways, today we are doing a channel update because there are some things I would like to talk about with you so that you are in the know. And those things, well, there is really only one thing of much importance on the menu today: my upload schedule. Over the last year and a half, I think it is, I have continuously uploaded 2 videos a week from 3 different franchises. Those being, of course, from Warcraft, Borderlands, and Star Wars. But starting next week, I will be changing how I upload. Not what I upload, mind you, but how. Instead of 2 videos per week, I will be going back to only uploading 1 video per week. And if you'd like to know why, well, I've talked about it on Twitter, but to reiterate it here in more detail, doing 2 videos a week, as I've been doing, is very taxing, and it is very time-consuming, and it leaves time for little else. Now, I know what you might be saying. You might be saying, "Oh, Dave, you're just trying to get out of work," which, yes, I am, but also no. Yes, I am trying to get out of work, but no, because I'm replacing work with more work. You see, the things I want to do that I need free time for are mostly channel related. For example, I want to get around to making a new YouTube banner because the current one is pretty outdated. I also want to improve my thumbnails, keep with the paint splatter theme, maybe change the color of it depending on the franchise I'm talking about that day. And I want to take the time to finish some of the many incomplete video scripts that I have, because at the moment I just simply don't have the time to finish any of them. And that's really the main thing. That last thing is what drove the reason for this decision. Because you see, when I first started doing 2 videos per week, my content was easy, it was simple, the questions were fairly straightforward. But as I've progressed, I've started adding more to my content. I've begun to further explain things in much more detail, which has made topics and scripts more complex. And when things become more complex, they become larger. And when things become larger, more time is needed to really give proper justification for things, explain said topic to the best of one's ability. And that's what's happened for all of my stuff. Before, I could write 2, 3, maybe 4 scripts a week depending on what it was, but things have gotten bigger, the questions are more in-depth, and I'm putting more of a focus on each individual script. Just look at the video I did on Quel'Dalar, for example. Originally, it was going to be this small video, only like 3 to 4 minutes maybe tops, but as I wrote the script, I realized that it would require more and more time in the oven. In fact, because of that reason, that very video was delayed quite a bit. You might recall a time on the channel when most of my uploads were predominantly Borderlands and Star Wars, and that was because the video on Quel'Dalar was pushed back. In fact, I can't tell you how many times I've postponed videos because I just needed more time. The script needed more time to boil, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. The more time I sit on a script, the better it'll end up being. I mean, the last thing I want is to make a video and it feel incomplete. But there is also a problem with that notion. You see, if every video is being pushed back because I simply don't have the time to do it, what does that leave to upload this week? Or what about next week? Or what about the week after that? And if there is a need for 2 videos per week, how am I supposed to find the time to write and or finish 2 videos a week when both demand time I do not have? And therein lies the problem. My focus each week is pulled in 2 completely different directions for 2 completely different but as equally complex videos. And so the overall quality of my content will end up suffering. watching. There are many videos in the past few months that I've made that I, if given the chance, want a do-over on because I feel like I didn't do it a good enough justice. This is why the change is needed. Not only will one video per week allow me to get things done on the side, but it'll also improve the quality of each individual video. It'll also give me time for future channel projects I have, like the Mass Effect remaster playthrough I'm planning on doing. Of course, that remaster won't be coming out until, I think, middle of May, so I won't say any more on it until the time draws near. But as for the changes being made to the upload schedule, that'll all start next week. And as I'm writing this, I'm still unsure of an upload date, but I'm thinking of Friday. Every Friday at 10 a.m., you'll get a video. Also, I just thought I should mention it because it is fairly important. Even if I'm going to be reducing my schedule to one video a week, that doesn't necessarily mean it'll be the case all the time. Let's say there's something that comes out, like maybe a trailer or something like that, and I want to talk about it as soon as possible. There's a high chance I'll do a video on it and put it out earlier in the week. For example, if a trailer comes out on like a Friday or something, I'll work the weekend and have a video out for you by Monday, plus a regularly scheduled video for that coming Friday. You can almost think of the schedule as one video per week with a chance of more, but never less. Hopefully that provides some insight in case you were wondering about any of the changes you might notice going forward. And of course, if you have any questions or comments about this video, Warcraft, Star Wars, Borderlands, or their lores, you can leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to read each and every one of them. Thanks for watching.